right, well, just like Packers football, according to Finley, is coming to an end for the season. And for Courtney's final segment, she wanted to share her own personal struggle with infertility. Take a look. From the ultrasound and growing belly to the moment you can touch those 10 fingers and toes. Tiny miracles happen every day. But for many, the road to that miracle can be a struggle.
When I started back in the early 80s, it was very, very hush-hush.
Dr. Mark Severino is the medical director of fertility services at Aurora Baycare Medical Center.
We came here in 2002 and started a fertility clinic, which was not in this area at all.
When he first arrived in Northeast Wisconsin, there was a waiting list of nearly 100 patients for the IVF cycle.
Patients had been going to Minnesota, to Minneapolis, to Chicago, to Milwaukee.
Since then, his practice has grown each year, with more and more women realizing they're not alone.
I feel like so many women kind of go through similar things. I know it's a different struggle for every woman, and I found that it's almost a quiet struggle.
For Courtney Finley, wife of Packers tight end Jermichael Finley, her struggle started soon after the birth of their first child, Kayden.
We tried for about 2 years after we had a miscarriage, and to no avail, and you kind of just start losing hope.
Courtney and Jermichael were then told IVF was their best option to have another baby.
There's something about finding out that you can't conceive naturally that takes something away from your self-worth, or it makes you question yourself or feel guilty almost. I felt guilty, like, you know, what have I done in my life to deserve this? Like, what am I being punished for?
That's when Courtney decided to meet with Dr. Severino.
It's like, okay, I'm going to leave it up to this man to give me a baby.
In late 2011, a plan was put in place for her IVF treatment.
The beginning of January, we began the Lupron shots, and that's basically just to kind of shut your own woman process down so the doctors can take over and the shots can take over and do what they need to do.
Shortly after, Courtney went in for some blood work, and within 3 hours of leaving the clinic, the nurse called with some unexpected news.
She was like, "You're pregnant." And I was like, "No, I'm not pregnant. Like, there's just no way. This is crazy. I'm not pregnant." And she's like, "No, you are. We got your levels back and they're X, Y, and Z. You're pregnant."
Without even going through the entire IVF process.
We see a lot of that. Sometimes couples come in and just the week after they make the appointment and are seen, and the next thing they call us up and tell us they're pregnant, and they've been 8 years of trying.
Dr. Severino says stress can play a role, and sometimes all it takes is a few tweaks.
Come early. We know the success in the things we do are basically related to the age of the woman. The younger a woman is, the higher success rates we have. So seeking help early is important.
Words of advice Courtney now hopes other women will take to heart.
Maybe it'll inspire someone, or maybe it'll push someone, you know, to keep going in this journey and not give up the fight. So, you know, because if I would have given up, you know, maybe we never would have been here today. And I don't know, it's priceless, this feeling, knowing that we're expecting.
Well, in case you're wondering, baby Finley is due August 28th. Big brother Kayden already predicts that it's a girl. And if you'd like more information on fertility services, you can visit Aurora's website.